So my talk is about, is radiotherapy a backup in the perioperative landscape? And I think it's a very provocative question. As radiation oncologists, we have our, let's say, more well-established indications. We are well known in stage 3 lung cancer, and then we also play a role in the early stage. We also, of course, do the chemo-radiotherapy sequencing in small cell lung cancer, and of course we have the ablative treatments in the metastatic setting. So now with this changing landscape, with all these neoadjuvant approaches coming in, we see a lot of, let's say, breath of fresh new air coming into this space, and we are actually finding that we are seeing patients that maybe we didn't see so much before. So it is a very valid question, that what do we do with these patients that maybe they go through these new treatments, and then what happens with them, let's say, if things don't go according to plan? What if they progress? What if they can't undergo surgery? We very well know that not all patients are that we see in real world in our everyday clinics. They really represent patients in the trials. So this is, I think, something that will come more and more, and we'll see more and more patients like this. Then I think the other interesting question is, could radiotherapy potentially replace maybe surgery in this setting? I think, as many ideas in oncology, this probably should be given its own time and to be tested. We have to incubate this idea. As with all new ideas, there's a certain hype, right? Then hype builds up, then we have some disappointments, and then somehow we settle on a status quo. I can very well see that might also happen with radiation oncology, radiotherapy in this perioperative setting. Yeah. So the more classic indications, right, are the ones that I mentioned before, but we also have to mention that radiotherapy is also considered if, for example, we have some unfavorable risk factors. So, for example, positive margins, or maybe the patient did not have a good response. So some of these indications could then be applied into this patient setting. Here we also have to take a look at how lung cancer patients fail. So, for example, is it a local failure, regional, distant, right? So we saw this, for example, the best example for this was that in the postoperative landscape, right? Although we could halve the risk of the mediastinal relapses, right? This still wasn't enough to counterbalance the distant failure rates, right? And we also gave some cardiopulmonary toxicity. So these things will still have to be taken into account. Yeah. I think the idea has to be put on the table that as a treatment with radical intent, could radiotherapy replace surgery? Yes or no, maybe this could be investigated. And as well, what if after these post-operative results, we see that the patient might still require radiotherapy post-operatively? Yeah.